What's up and good morning, guys? Welcome back to another video. It has finally happened. Winter is here and we are getting really our first actual real rain, which is of course today, the day that I'm gonna go pick my truck up. It's been safely inside of a shop, not getting rained on. And well, we've got a detailed schedule for it tomorrow, so hopefully it stops raining because we got a big event on Saturday that we're taking it to. I mean, it is actually like decently coming down here for California. I've got a river running under my truck. That's really making me not want to get out. And most of you guys are probably laughing at me for calling this a storm, but this is decent for us, you know? And to me, I hate rain, I hate weather. Well, all right, I take that back. If weather's like cool, crazy, lightning, trees falling down everywhere, which actually 2 years ago we had, I think in my city alone, we lost over 500 trees because there was so much rain and so much wind. And me and Chris actually went around in my Silverado and we were pulling trees out of the roadway. You can see that video right here if you would like to. And then the worst part is, I gotta roll my window down to unlock the truck, or to open the truck here, and the rain is just driving in sideways. We're gonna make a run for it, guys. I've got a plastic bag around the camera. Let's go for this. And hope the camera doesn't get ruined. So as you guys know, my truck's been over at Preston's. They're finalizing putting the lift pump in, putting a couple more lights in the rear, and I haven't really been able to get on my truck yet. You know, get on the throttle, because obviously I don't want to drain the fuel rails without having the lift pump. You need the lift pump to provide enough fuel for the hot tunes that you're going to be running. So I've been babying the truck the entire time I've had it now, and it kind of takes a little bit of the fun out of it, you know? We buy these trucks to be able to get on them, and of course now it's a nice rainy day, aka like you're just gonna break the tires loose if you get on them, which might actually be fun. And if this was my old truck, we would totally take this out. We got some hills around here that are pretty muddy. Actually took that truck out quite a few times in the mud, and it is a nightmare to clean. And being that we're getting detailed tomorrow, I don't want Josh to really hate me, so we're not gonna take it in the mud, but we might go around and play in the rain a little bit. Looks like we got us a little bit of a break in the rain here, which thankfully is now just the ideal time to hop in the truck. We're gonna be taking the old Kodiak here. That way, there's a lot of crazy drivers. Nobody in California knows how to drive when it rains, so I'd rather be up in something taller than being in the old Ford over there. All right, well, I'm sure you guys are gonna be surprised to hear this, but we're over here at Preston's again. What's up, brother? Nothing like working on cars that have been out in the rain, huh? A lot of you guys were asking to see the progress on the Blazer over here.
What's up, buddy?
How you doing, man?
What's going on?
Ooh. Looking pretty. Big old couch cushion seats. Status on this bad boy?
Should be running today.
In time to go do some burnouts in the parking lot in the rain, some donuts?
Hell no, it's gonna start, move forward and back. I'm gonna tell the guy, come get it. Get up and go with a whole 300 horse.
Yeah, but don't you appreciate how much room there is under the hood? Versus
I wish they were.
that big old thing back there. You can barely get your hand in there.
It doesn't have air conditioning, but
I don't know, but that work for it sure looks good. Woo! How much you have to pay to get that beanie?
You're looking at it. And then whatever else fills that other box.
So when you die, does Snap-on own part of you?
No, but to get the good financing, you have to give up your firstborn child.
That's fair. Who wants that one anyway?
Hopefully it's a girl.
Alright, let's see here. Oh, I do not see a DSP-5 switch there. Which means, look at that. Sweet DSP-5 switch in the center console. Mark, just so you know, it fits. So as you guys know, the typical place to mount the fast lift pump, obviously it's on the other side of the truck. I'll show you, there's actually another Duramax right here, an older one, is on the side of the truck, on the bed side. You see the filters hanging down, which we'll see in a second. I don't like that look. To me, I don't like the look of the filters. There was, at one point in time, people were stealing fast lift pumps, so you're just kind of basically telling somebody, here it is, come steal it. And being on the edge of the bed, they are really, really loud. Well, on my last truck as well as this truck, we actually opted to mounted it up in the center of the bed, as you can see here, on the opposite side of the tank. And yeah, it's a little bit harder to get to the filters, but you're not changing the filters very often. So it's not that big a deal to get up under there. And it's just way cleaner, it's way quieter. So obviously the radio's on in the shop here, but I mean, you guys can hear, I actually had to come over and stick my head up underneath the truck to hear if the lift pump was on or not. And obviously it is, but it is so much quieter when you mount it up underneath the bed like it is than when you mount it on the edge. So here's where they typically mount lift pumps. As you guys can see, the filters hang down. There's not, I mean, you can tuck it up a little bit further, but for some reason people like to leave them hang down. But you can hear this one running as well. And Fast has actually quieted their pumps down quite a bit from the older generation. I couldn't even tell it was on.
Yeah. If you sit in the truck and roll the windows up, you're like,
yeah, even standing next to the truck, I couldn't tell. I had no clue that was on.
Yesterday I fired it up, or I turned the key on, and it's sitting there running. I'm like, oh, I hear something. No, your compressors are louder than your fuel pump, which is a good thing.
Yeah. So Zach, how easy was it to put in that DSP-5 switch cover and all that?
The cover's super simple, super easy, fits great.
No, but Zach did bring up a good point. I mean, being that the switch is hidden, you know, a valet driver's never going to find it, or somebody that's borrowing your truck, you know, you can put it back to stock tune and they're not going to easily know, you know, how to kick it up and mess around with your truck. Obviously, everybody watching these videos is going to know where my switch is, so I guess that kind of defeats that purpose for us. So last piece of the puzzle here Zach's working on is the C4 pods for the reverse lights. Only a few days late for SEMA, right?
Well, I mean, when you get your parts at SEMA.
That's fair. That is fair.
And you're
thank you again to Chad at C4.
My soldering gun's like 14 times hotter than this gun.
I actually like the finish on them.
Yeah, me too.
Stuff will hold up.
They look like the bed liner they do with the Dmax.
But real fine. No, that's actually pretty simple. ATX?
Yeah.
Nice. They look good. Watch your eyes. Oh yeah. All right, guys. Well, we are all wired up, ready to go. I really need to do something about those freaking reverse lights because those look absolutely horrible in the yellow. So we got to get those swapped. But I'm happy to say she's mine again. We get her back, guys, and we can actually get on it this time, even though it is absolutely pouring rain down outside right now. So we gotta be a little bit careful because there's a lot of nut jobs on the road. And like I said earlier, second like a drop of rain gets on the road, I swear everybody in California just completely forgets how to drive and it's absolute chaos. So I think we're gonna back road it most of the way down just to avoid the chaos on the freeway. And it'll be cool now to actually get to play around with the different PPEI tunes, because on my last truck I didn't have like a quick option to change anything around, so I always just left it on one tune. So I'll be interested in doing some like MPG comparisons, towing comparisons, and all that with having the flexibility of being able to switch stuff over. Bye, Zach. Thank you, buddy. Good luck with this thing, okay? Enjoy. I'll try. I'm gonna go drift around the parking lot right now. Put it right in the side of that dually. And because, well, I can finally actually get on this thing and the road is wet enough to where I'm not gonna really chew up my tires too bad, I think we ought to get on it a little bit. Gonna apologize right now, Josh. I'm sorry, buddy. I had to do it though. Whew, this thing got gross really quick. All I know is this is definitely going to be a fun truck. And for those of you guys saying, sit there and roast your tires off, no, these tires are very expensive. I am not made of money. Maybe one day if we get like a couple 100,000 more subscribers to where YouTube pays me enough to where I can just keep buying 3 sets of tires, we'll sit there and roast off tires. But for now, we gotta make these things last because I want to get my money's worth out of them. And rainy days like this always give a good depiction of just how the water gets thrown and why mirrors can get so jacked up. These tires throw things directly at the mirror. So I think it's safe to say Clear Bra is definitely in order for these mirrors ASAP, because I do not want those things getting ruined. They're just too pretty. So you guys already knew I can't just only get on it once. It's been so long since I've had an old farm truck, you know what I'm saying? So made it all the way down here to Mexico. Let's see what she's got and give her a little bit. Man, does it feel good to have this thing back. These trucks are absolute beasts when you actually get in there and unleash the power that they are all choked up with. But you can only do that with farm trucks, you know? And of course it stops raining right when I get back, so I was hoping the rain would wash all this crap off the side of the truck. Josh, buddy, I know you're gonna watch this after the fact, and I'm kinda glad you're gonna watch this after you detail the truck, but let me just apologize. I'm sorry, but I can assure you it all rinses off pretty easily. And unfortunately with the rain delay, and by the time I got this thing back, there just wasn't enough time to edit a video the day I'm filming it, which will be today. But the day you guys are watching it, which will be tomorrow, stay tuned for the following video, because this thing's gonna be getting the royal treatment. I think you guys are really gonna wanna watch that video. So with that, we're gonna wrap up another video. As always, thank you guys so much for checking out my videos. I also wanna send a shout out to Zach and Preston and all the gang over there for getting the truck dialed in and right. I want to thank Mark over at MDDP for the sweet DSP5 switch setup. Obviously C4 for the pods that we got put in the back today. And everybody else that has helped get the build to where it is today. Get ready, guys. Now that we got the truck back, now that all the tuning and the lift pump and everything is all dialed in right, we're going to be putting out a ton more content for you. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, please click the subscribe button now, that way you do not miss out on any of the future content. Don't forget to give this video a like, aka a thumbs up. Hopefully with enough likes, enough subscribes, we grow big enough to where I can afford new tires for the truck all the time. We can just roast tires off for a living. I don't know. Also, don't forget to check out workforitapparel.com, because if there's anything you want in this life, you gotta be willing to work for it. I'm working for this YouTube channel for you guys, and I'm trying to grow this thing as big as we possibly can. And I gotta extend a huge thank you to all of you that subscribe, watch the videos, share them with your friends, comment on the videos. You guys are all freaking awesome. Thanks, guys. I'll catch you in the next video. I'm out.
Damn.